Yeah, so in case I should ever decide to upload this to YouTube, hello YouTube. Today I will disassemble my N64 and put new capacitors in it, because as we all know, capacitors get old and they will eventually leak and might destroy my N64. And I had this on my SNES. It was not destroyed, but it was disgusting, and I changed and I decided to today, when I do this capacitor replacement on my N64, that I'll just take a video of it and might perhaps upload the video. Okay, then let's just start with getting all the plastic parts of the N64. This and the top and bottom flap, and I'll just need something to pull out the memory expansion. Yes, easy. And then we can start to two screws. Can you see them? Not necessary to take out these screws, at least at the moment. So there are 2, 4, 6 screws down here with a special bit. You can get this bit on iFixit or on eBay. It's called Nintendo special bit, I don't know. Yes. Take the screws out. So when all these screws are removed, we can just take out these plastic bits. They are just for decoration, I guess. Yes, all screws are out, and now we should be able to lift the hood. Yep. Okay. Now wires. PCB stays in place. Okay. You don't need this anymore. Just throw it away. So from my last time opening this, I opened this years ago for cleaning. I remember that there was a specialty. There are I guess 3 aluminium blocks for heat transfer, screwed down to this big metal plate, and especially the one on the RAM modules, if you don't take out the screws and try to lift the metal piece off the PCB, you might actually rip off the contacts from the RAM modules, because the RAM modules the RAM chips have a lot of contacts on one side, but only 4 contacts on the other side, and that's a weak point. And actually I ripped that side off the PCB. Luckily just the solder broke away, so I could just solder it back on the board. There were no ripped off pads, but that could also have had happened. Yes, I know my English is not the best. A lot of screws. A lot of screws. And what should I say? Perhaps we are lucky and I'll get an Ultra HDMI module in the next couple of weeks. And then I might make a video how to install this module on your N64. But if you got a module, you're very, very lucky. I waited for mine around 2 years and I still don't have it in my hands. So wish me luck that I have a tracking number, that the module arrives in perfect condition and I don't have too much trouble with Zoll, how's it called in English? Customs. Okay. I need to remove them? Yes, I need to remove them. They are going down to some plastic posts from the bottom shell. And I need to remove these screws now. I can lift off this metal piece. Okay, all screws done, I guess. Yes, looks like. And for those who get an Ultra HDMI module, this part can be 3D printed with an cutout for your for the HDMI port of the Ultra HDMI, and that means you don't need to cut this piece. You can just print a replacement, put it here while installing your Ultra HDMI module. Okay. Somehow I need to pop this shell off. I think I have just to pull. Yeah, and there are the small contacts down there. Can I zoom in? Yes. Okay. There you might be able to see small contact points. One here with 2 contacts and one there with 2 contacts. And that's the first RAM module, and I think there is another one here. And they are stuck pretty good to they're stuck pretty good to this aluminum piece that's screwed to this metal plate. You'll see when I lift the hood. Yes. Oh, thought that would be not that easy. Okay. So here are 3 metal pieces that conduct the heat to the outer shell and get the heat away from the chips. So I don't need to remove this, but I think I'll try to move this one to show you the RAM modules on it. Yes, came off pretty nice. Yes. There you might be able to see in the camera. I can see it for myself. Am I in focus? Okay. These RAM modules have on the top or on the bottom, focus, however you want to call it, a lot of pins, and then on the bottom just 4 pins. And when you when you don't loosen the screws and just rip the aluminium block off from these RAM modules, they might pop loose because these silicon thermal pads have a lot of adhesion force when they have been sitting on the RAM modules for a long time. Yes, okay. I'll put that back. And then I will prepare 2 soldering stations, because these SMD capacitors are very hard to get off. You can get under there with a solder sucker, because the pins extend under the capacitor and are soldered in full length, and you just can't reach them. So taking 2 soldering irons, heating them up, and just shifting them or pulling them up to remove them is a lot easier than trying to desolder them. So are there any leakages? I think not. The PCB looks very happy. It looks very clean from my last cleaning still, and yes, no leakages, fortunately. So see you later. Okay, I'm back, and let's just start with desoldering these capacitors, which is not a lot of fun. Because they are always starting to melt at the plastic parts and fuming away. I don't like these. Please move. Please move. Yes, move. Okay, successfully did a bottle flip. Yes, I did. My success. Oh yeah, a lot of vias. They will suck away the heat. Beautiful. Might make this capacitor even more complicated to get off. Something is moving, yes. Next one. Okay, they are all in the other orientation. So let me just turn the board around to get it a little bit easier and take these two capacitors off. Oh, you can see everything, but you should see everything. Yes. Okay. Next capacitor. Perhaps I should turn one soldering iron even more up. Yes, it's moving. Oh no, it's stuck again. It's this smells disgusting. So I'll just turn one iron to 380 degrees C and the other one remains on 350. I might zoom you even a little more in, but that's the limit of my lens. So the hotter iron on the side with the solid copper under it, and the other side the colder iron gets to the side where there's not so much copper on the contact. Yeah, trying not to melt the plastic of the controller part. Yes. One more. And now this one. Just like I'm clear. Oh, I should have tried to from the manufacturer. Twice. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was the hard. See. Oh, another update. Oh, that one's easy. They are the ones same orientation. But the ones I should the other one. Quite large like another. And borrow should try not to have the wrist button. It seems odd. Just one more go. Yes. Okay, I think I didn't forget electrolytic capacitor. So we can start cleaning the board a little bit with solder wick and then put new capacitors in place. They weren't complete, they were short, so I would always leave the old version so that I have to put there. I'll let these supplies in their original state. Okay. Sometimes you go very fast, sometimes something. But it's not complete. It's okay. is the ground, and now I have a ground pad, so consequently, and can't okay, good idea. Output. Yes, und ganz gut. I'm going from outside now, I can hear you because I was ready for myself. Oh, okay, I think that's good enough. And I'll just stop the video for a brief moment and get my bags of capacitors to replace these suckers. Yes, a lot of capacitors. So, welcome back. I hope I got the right capacitors now. They are just from DigiKey in these small bags. And inside these bags are these tapes. Yes, and I'll just take out a couple and try to figure out which capacitor goes where. And yeah, if I place the wrong one, my N64 might just explode. So I think that's why you're watching this video, because you don't want to explode your one, you just want to explode my one. Thanks, I guess. So yeah, that's my solder. Just get a roll of fresh solder. Oh, there's the camera. Yes. Which one do we need first? Which one do we want to make place first? Oh, I'm so bad at making videos, I guess. I hope. Oh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We need 9 of these, these small, red, cute capacitors. Yes, I know. I should have gotten a sponsorship first. My bad. So I'll just put them out of focus so you can't see the manufacturer. New capacitors. Capacitors. All at the bottom of the screen so you can see them. 6, 8, 9. Beautiful. Mine. Don't get to see them. Okay, now what's the easiest way to do this? I don't know. Really, I don't know. Okay, there are edges on the capacitors. Hope you can see them. On the top, the edges are chamfered, and on the bottom or on the negative side they are not chamfered, and there is a bar on the capacitor. So this colored bar actually means there's the negative side of the capacitor. And on the silk screen on the PCB you can see there are the same edges on the silk screen. So you can easily just orient the edges, the chamfers to the chamfers, and voila, placed correctly. And now the device should work. So I can just put it back into the housing of my N64 and just be happy because, oh, yes. Perhaps I should solder it on again. And not trying to crash the microphone away while trying to make a joke. Perhaps. Yes. I think I'm very lonely at the moment in front of the microphone and the camera. You could just say something. I know. Not funny. I hope that the solder just moves under the capacitor. Looks great. And to not overheat the capacitor, I'll just let it sit there and go to the next capacitor and try to solder it down on the negative pole. I'm making the negative pole first because there's a lot of copper under it, and it's the solder pad that's most complicated to solder down. So when this one is done, the other one should be a breeze. Yes. Is it still? Can't see it because the camera is in the way, but it seems that the capacitor is placed correctly. Now to do positive contact. Beautiful. Solder just sucked under it. I zoomed out. Max? Yes. Wow, sorry, you can't get closer to the capacitor. It's not possible. I don't have the right equipment. Just imagine how you can see the capacitor being soldered from a very good camera angle and not the camera angle you are seeing at the moment. Just imagine how cool would it look. How much cooler would my video be? How much better content you would enjoy. I don't know if the solder went down correctly. Let me just hope it's correctly soldered down. I should move it just slightly, so yes. So that it is, the positive pin is more precisely on its pad. Am I placing the correct capacitors? C81, C73, C134, C131, yes. Okay. I should have looked up if there is content in English on this topic. Perhaps I should have done. Oh, camera's off. This content in German. I'm very sorry to my German folks. Don't know. Just go and watch another YouTube channel, not mine. Okay, so far so good. Next. Wrong way around. So they are both getting this type of capacitor, but why did I throw them away? Oh, on my I think there are LEDs dying on my lens light. I don't know how it's called in English. These things that look like a toilet. Like a toilet seat. So if you see flickering light, then that are just dying LEDs. Okay. My camera just stopped recording because the video was longer than half an hour. Oh, I hate this shit. Why? Why can't I just make a video longer than half an hour? I don't know. I think that's something to do with taxes, that this camera is not a video camera and doesn't need to pay taxes for being a video camera. Something like this, or to tell me I should buy a video camera because my camera is not a video camera. It makes good videos, I guess, but it's not a video camera, and the manufacturer wants me to buy a video camera. So, no, I won't buy a video camera. Don't need one. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't. That's what. I hope this capacitor is not too much cooked, but I guess I cooked it very well. Perhaps I should do a YouTube channel, how to cook your components using your soldering iron. Okay. Okay. I use it for it. Okay. I get that. No. No. I don't know. Okay. I think it's fine now. No. Oh, no. Sorry, sir. Okay. Tomatoes. Yes. Yes. Okay. Look at that here. Look at that here. Oh, I see. Sorry. Look at that here. Look at that here. Oh, yes. Okay. That's all. Okay. 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 Turn on. Yep. Beautiful. Oops, that was the mic. RIP headphone users. Yeah, then we side records. So, 3, 5. Okay. That's all I got. Button. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Not that one. To make this all better. Who else all better? Just on. Optimize this for out. Yes. English for others. I'm just testing if I miss the connection. So that looks like a fully soldered board with fresh capacitors. So I'll just need to cut the video now again, and then I can show you how we screw it back together. No. I'm getting the Ultra HDMI soon, I guess. So I won't screw it back together. At least not now. But I think we should test. I should test if it's still turning on. And giving picture. Can I do it with a cartridge installed? Don't know. Nintendo might claim the video. I don't know. But I'll think I'll find a way to test it. See you soon. So I'm back. I think I found a way to show you if my N64 is back working and without getting in trouble due to copyright infringement by Nintendo. And so yes, I think you'll just see, I hope, if it turns back on. So let me just plug in the power cable. Okay, no bang so far. And turn it on. Okay, and I have a screen here with no picture. No picture. Wrong channel, perhaps. No picture. Perhaps I have not the correct cable for this TV. Reset. So nothing on the screen. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. I think there will not be signal on this TV. So I'll just get another cable. Okay, here I'm back. After some fiddling around and looking at my table what components are left, I found a culprit. If you turn on your N64 without the memory expansion or the jumper pack installed, it just won't work. So here I can turn it on, and here I'll got, yeah, there is the picture. Seems to work. And I think this screen is not copyrighted by Nintendo, so I can show it to you. I could just take the screen on one hand and a controller and just change something around. Yes. Okay. Woohoo! It's working. Yes, and now I will wait and hope that the Ultra HDMI module arrive soon, and we can take a look on how to solder it into the N64. Till then, bye!